Yes, I've been a member of the ASBMR for 35 years. I just found that out from the ASBMR booth earlier today. And I was thinking about this, and I don't think I've missed one meeting in the last 35 years, so it's been a long partnership. Yes, so it's the Stephen Krane Award, and he was a pioneer in the fields of extracellular matrix biology and osteoimmunology. So I remember actually going to one of his talks at ASBMR years ago, and probably my first ASBMR meeting when I was a postdoc, and being really awed by some of the work he showed. So it really inspired me in my path, looking at extracellular matrix biology and also osteocyte biology. It's also, so to get this award is very humbling and quite exciting, and to be recognized by your peers in the field. It's very humbling and such an honor. And also I think it really reflects mostly on the hard work that's done by all the students and postdocs in the lab who really drive the work forward. So it's just such an honor to be acknowledged in this way. I mean, I honestly think I wouldn't be here without the ASBMR. It's the forum where, or the most prominent forum where you can show your research in the bone field. I've found many collaborators from coming to this meeting, and we've shown our work, and this is where it's been noticed, and then other groups have, taken the work forward in more directions. So I really don't think I would be here without the ASBMR. And I would also say that many of my own research ideas have actually been sparked by exciting talks or innovative, groundbreaking research that I've seen here at the meeting. So it's a place to come up with new ideas. I've been coming to the meeting for 35 years. I've made a lot of ASBMR friends and colleagues. So I really feel like it's my home or my family for bone research. Yes, so in terms of people that have inspired my career, that would have to be Linda Bonewald. She was my mentor as a postdoc, and you couldn't really ask for a better mentor. She's always been a great person to bounce ideas from. I would often go into her office with a sort of concept of an idea and come out with something so much better. I think she's also mentored so many other young researchers through her lab that have all been so successful. So I really wouldn't be here without Linda's influence. Also, some prior mentors, my mentor Lance Lanyon, who I did my PhD with in the UK, and Greg Mundy also in San Antonio, and then my current chair of department, Mark Johnson. All of those mentors have been so instrumental in my career success. So, yeah. So in terms of career achievements, I think this Stephen Krane Award would have to be up there, but I'm probably most proud of some of the young investigators and students and postdocs who've come through my lab, who some of those have had ASBMR Young Investigators Awards, which have launched their careers. So I'm really proud of that. And I think particularly at this meeting, actually, one of the other things that really touched me was there were students coming up to me from other labs and saying how our live cell imaging work had inspired them. So any time that you can feel that the work you're doing is influencing the path of other people's work in different labs, that's really gratifying. So those are probably the things that I would say I'm most proud of. I got this piece of advice secondhand, actually, from another postdoc that I was working with in San Antonio, and this came from his mentor, Brendan Boyce, who you may know of. But he said to this postdoc, who passed on to me, that you really need to find your own little niche that you're known for. And I was lucky to be able to do that with the live cell imaging work that my lab set up. And that really helps you to be successful. And I think the other thing I would say is you really need a mentor behind you, like I had Linda Bonewald, who puts you forward for things and helps you, advises you on some of the things you need to do for that career advancement. And I think that I really wouldn't be here without this type of mentorship that's really backing you and sort of putting you forward for things. So those would be the two things I would say.
That's awesome.
I actually think, because I've been to some other research societies, and I think the ASBMR does a fantastic job with promoting women. If you look at the past presidents over the past, 6 years or so, I think something like 4 or 5 of them have been women. You won't find that in a lot of these other research societies.